Have you ever asked yourself this question? Why? And I repeat, have you ever asked this question? Why these people, why do they want to take the life of Makhubo, right? Have you ever asked that question? Well, in today's video, we seek to give clarity as per the letter, seeks to give clarity as to why specifically Makhubo they want to deal with Makhubo. It's a very interesting letter. How many pages? About 4 pages. So I will have to start reading for you. But it's important for us to have these things in fact, because there's dates and everything here. It is very important for me to read all of this for you. Remember yesterday, the video as always said that we are not going to read everything. And this is the letter that we were supposed to finish yesterday. But I said, it's not good. It's not all right. It's not okay for us to read everything. So I'm going to start now. I'm just trying to see if I can find my screen rotator here, which I'm struggling to find. But yeah, I'm struggling to find my screen rotator. It's disabled. But let's go on and read. I was gonna be able to, but it's fine. Let's start. The letter says the KZN monitor. Now, please bear in mind the letter doesn't start with straight with the answer. It gives us context, and then it gets to why they want to take the life of Makhubo. Then the letter says, is the Directorate of Public Prosecution defeating the ends of justice in the Meyiwa and other prosecution? It's a question. Then they say, under cross-examination during the trial, Makadam, the prosecutor, considered that the laying of charges and media publicity surrounding them were effective in imputing in the minds of the general public the guilty of those so charged, even if they were subsequently found innocent. In other words, the role played by media in channeling people to think in a certain way. But we must thank God in the Senzo Meyiwa case, because though they are trying, but I think there are more people who are against them. So they wouldn't do it blatantly like that. But the letter proceed. The above quotation relate to one of many malicious prosecutions that brought against competent SAPS members in the past 3 decades. That in which the accused were top detectives whose investigation has threatened to expose the element of senior ANC members in KZN. Hey guys, in the carnage in Richmond, in the involvement of senior ANC members in KZN in a carnage in Richmond, I'm reading the same thing in a letter of 1990s. They were completely exonerated and won a civil action against the state, but the trial cost the then director Eric Nkabinde his position as head of detective in KZN. A major blow to detective services in the province. This malicious prosecution of good cops have continued unabated, and the most recent victim joined a prosecution with other investigators he had no connection with. Is Hawks Detective Warrant Officer Makhubo. Makhubo was charged after he had opened the now notorious second docket for defeating the ends of justice in the Senzo Meyiwa case. Well, do you hear? They are saying the reason for him to be charged, it really has got nothing to do with whether or not he has committed an offense, but it all to do with him opening the notorious case 375. Right, so they are providing you reasons right there. Don't say I didn't provide a reason. Right there, they're providing reasons. Now, here's an interesting part, is that people who are watching this video, they're excited to know this, but they're not willing to do this. If you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, good people, because to subscribe it is free. To like the video, it is free. To comment in the comment section below, it is free of charge. To click the notification bell, it is free of charge. To share this video, it is free of charge. To watch this video until the end, it is free of charge. Also, good people, come on, to watch the ads, it's free of charge, and that's how you financially contribute to this YouTube channel. Speaking about financially contribution to the channel, you can become a member of this YouTube channel from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also use the super thanks button. In case you don't want to do that, guys, there is a way where you can use my media company banking details to donate to the channel, and you know what I'm saying, we'll bring you more, and also guys want to buy more equipment. So the power is in your hands. Please do the honorable thing as we proceed. Okay, so let's proceed. Let's hear what they are saying. They are then saying, where was I? Oh yes, the serious count he and several others faced, including assault, torture, and kidnapping and extortion. On 8th of August, all the accused were found not guilty on all charges. The brief judgment in the Johannesburg High Court, referring to the complete lack of evidence needed for conviction. Here is the case to those who wants to know the judgment. This is how you search them. It's written here, stroke SS74, stroke, it is written, bracket, SS74, stroke, 20 stroke, 20 bracket, close bracket. Then it says, however, through his Meyiwa investigations, Makhubo's life remains in danger. They're about to show you why his life remains in danger. But also, there's a person who asked me, why does the cameras keep switching, Bongane? That person asked and said, with due respect, I think I must answer with due respect. The reason those cameras would keep changing is because even when you watch your television, by the way, you can never watch something like this straightforward. It keeps changing. It's to enhance concentration and make people watch the video longer. Yes, some will say, well, no. But generally, it helps people. It helps people to watch a video longer rather than seeing one image or one video, one side, whatever you want to call it. Let's proceed again. That's the reason. Warrant Officer Makhubo, who has been a detective for 30 years, suffered this shocking treatment for doing his job well following his appointment in 2018 to join other investigators dealing with the matter of Senzo Meyiwa. As have other Hawks members. He has had his share of successful convictions. The most recent being that of Texicam political hitman Fisoguhle Ntuli on 6 counts of murder, Nongoma IFP councillor plus witnesses, for which he received 6 life sentences. According to my record, this is one of only a few known convictions for dozens of political linked killing in KZN. Ntuli is accused number 5 in the Meyiwa case recently in court. He had been arrested and denied bail in 2018. Makhubo realized there was a shortcoming in the Meyiwa investigation, including that key statement had been removed from the docket after the witness had given that statement to 6 previous investigators. His investigation revealed that there was a sufficient evidence to charge those in the house with Meyiwa when he was killed. So you see now the reason, some other reasons why they want him out, they want him down. Do you see now why? Because, and I've said to you, have you noticed that everybody that seeks to touch the people who were in that house, you must notice what usually happens to them. But let's proceed. It then says, which led to the opening of case 375/01/2019, the second docket. The prosecutor whom the docket was presented agreed that the case was a strong one and started to prepare the indictment for the arrest of the suspect who had been in the house. Please notice this. After they were preparing to arrest the people who were in that house, please notice what happens. It is very important so you can understand why Makhubo, right? Please notice what happened. Okay, after the indictment, the suspect was to be arrested. Makhubo was advised to open a case of defeating the ends of justice because key incriminating evidence has been removed. However, before matter could proceed further, the prosecutor was allegedly instructed by Gauteng DPP Chauke to charge Makhubo under the existing case, which was already in progress in Hillbrow, case 988/6/17. This case relates to a matter which a team of detectives recovered money stolen in Gauteng in 2006, during which time the crime they were charged for were allegedly committed. Makhubo had not been working with them. The instruction to charge Makhubo had emanated from National Commissioner Stole, who had also sent General from the Northern Cape to interrogate him with the view to charge him departmentally, but there was no evidence for an internal inquiry to proceed. This 2017 case, I think I made a mistake. Yes, 17. 2017 case had initially been heard in the magistrate court in Johannesburg in 2018, but the presiding officer had thrown it out for lack of evidence. The IP had been ordered to gather further evidence, but it seems that had not happened when the matter resurfaced in the Johannesburg High Court in 2020. Apparently, even summons for Makhubo to appear in court was left with lawyers for the other accused. For 3 years since case hang over the head of this experienced investigator, which will have a major impediment for any career advancement. He had to attend court regularly. He had to attend where no evidence was laid against him. In July 2023, the truth about the extent of complicity in corruption was exposed, as summarized in a sworn statement by witness RM, who had been arrested in 2006 on suspicion of involvement in robbery. At the time, he says he gave the SAPS 80,000, which belongs to him. Sometimes in 2017, men named and apparently from IPED came to him wanting information about what had happened when he was arrested in 2006, and he had made a statement about it, which he says was the truth. The same man returned in 2018 and asked him to make another powerful statement, which included that he had been assaulted by police if he wanted to get the 80,000 returned to him. He then signed the second statement. However, in a further sworn statement made to High Court advocate involved in the case, dated 31/7/2023, that's the date, RM revealed that he had signed a false statement given by one of the investigators, PK, including assault that never happened, and confirms that he did not witness others being assaulted. He says he had made the false statement after a promise to get money taken by police during 2006 arrest back, and it seems that the money recovered after the suspect had been arrested was linked to robbery, and it was entered into the South African Police Service system. This deliberate falsification by IPED in collusion with the NDPP raised extremely serious question about why this prosecution had been pursued, including about the role of former SAPS Commissioner Tole and the conduct of IPED investigators in collusion with the NDPP. The first arising from Makhubo's being joined to an existing case relate to why the case against those original accused, Major General Mabula and Northwest Province investigators, was so insidiously pursued given the absence of evidence. These detectives had so coincidentally been investigating the Cato Manor unit following a media report implicating them in dozens of matters. Right? This strange of deployment of investigators and prosecutors from other provinces had been pursued because of fear about lack of independence of KZN police. IPED and prosecutors who were colleagues of the accused. Serious allegation has been made that these arrests were driven by former IPED head Makhubo because the man had arrested and prosecuted members of that unit. Members of that unit, including organized crime head Johan Boysen. Although in Boysen's case, the culprit seems to have been senior prosecutors, especially Advocate Noko. Ironically, given his role in the prosecution of Makhubo, and November 2020 media report quote senior prosecutor Chauke as being prepared to waive prosecution against these investigators, apparently ignoring instruction from NPA deputy head Rodney de Kock to enroll the case. While attempt will be made to have this prosecution investigated, the exonerated accused will probably need to institute civil action against the state if the veracity of their allegations are to be tested in the court of law. Allow me, give me time. I'm doing my work here. Give me time. It's not easy to read. You're reading small words. Whew. It is self-evident that the abominable treatment of an experienced, competent police member with a clean record resulted from his having exposed a tissue of lies, cover-ups relating to the matter of Senzo Meyiwa. However, he is not out of the wood in terms of his own personal safety. Now, this is what they are highlighting. The threat to his life will continue despite having been cleared by High Court of any wrongdoing. As the case that he had opened poses a threat to extreme powerful people, there is another evidence which suggests a deliberate cover-up involving various senior police members and alleged political collusion took place after Senzo Meyiwa was murdered, and the interest of justice for the Senzo Meyiwa family as well as Makhubo's safety, it should proceed to trial as soon as possible. The recent brutal assassination of Lieutenant Matiba highlights the danger posed by high-skilled Hawks detectives doing important work which may pose a threat to powerful economical and political forces, and concerns about their safety must be taken seriously. Merita Haas on the 26th of August 2023. Wait a minute, let me apologize. I think yesterday I might have referred to Merita Haas as he, but just by reading the word Merita Haas, to me it sounds like female. So Merita Haas, Professor Merita Haas, my apology. Humble apology. Then let's proceed. It took the initiative to write this. I took this initiative to write this report. Sorry, guys. I took this initiative to write this report to public what I have seen. Or guys, eyesight. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I took the initiative to write this report to publicize what I have seen over and over again. The prosecution of good policemen for doing their job well and highlight the risk posed to their lives. It draws on my monitoring of political violence in KZN, police conduct generally, with a view of giving credit to good investigators and conviction obtained for Cleveland killings. Sources also include reports from lawyers, those in the media, and documentation procured in 2021 by Melissa Latefo, referring to the second docket. I have been closely involved in development in the Senzo Meyiwa case, including with the family's representative. I have followed the court case to which Makhubo's name was added closely. Since I was in contact with Northwest investigators in Cato Manor cases as part of my assistance to victims and family of members of the unit, during which time I had also had numerous interaction with the prosecution service. Then they say, I have spent the past 30 years trying to expose how good police members are routinely prosecuted, while corrupt in the SAPS has escaped since 2009. My report on the victimization of police members include a research report in 1999. The more things change, policing in the new South African policing culture and stress. The experience of black members, 1998 conference on trauma suffered by police members, the Scorpion, and the other report on policing of my website. Now, the website, guys, which gives the source of this is, because because I was wondering, how am I going to give credit to this? Now, this is the credit again. The website that he's mentioning, it says my website. You go to www.violencemonitor.com. That is the source of the letter that I'm reading. I repeat, and I'll be slow. www.violencemonitor.com. That's at least that's it from my side. Something that could give, something that I can get that will give evidence to this whole thing. So, having said what I have said, hey, Gobi, and I can't lie to you, I think you might have gotten the evidence why, Makhubo, from what I've been reading. I believe you now have a clear reason why they want him down. And it doesn't look like this is going to end anytime soon. This will continue. I repeat, it doesn't look like this is going to end anytime. Consider the fact that they are saying there are people with political influence or politicians who have partnered up with the people who are in the policing sector, and they are working together to prosecute good cops who have done their work thoroughly to an extent that they are yet to expose them. And if you go further with the report, you will then realize that there are people, moneyed individuals that will be investigated. And those individuals, when they are investigated, they realize this police are gonna expose us. They go to the politician and say, "Yay, I cannot have my dirty laundry being out there. Let's rather deal with the detective." And that's how these detectives are dealt with. Do you remember the detective who was investigating Thabo Baxter's case? Do you remember how that detective died? Do you still remember? Do you still remember that guy? We've forgotten about our heroes, I can see. We've forgotten. How does the family feel? How they lost that man? Guys, there's a lot that needs to happen. That needs to happen. And also people who are in danger are the people who are publicizing this information. Don't forget that. Those people, their lives remains in danger and it doesn't change. And I must say, in conclusion, I must remind you guys that the trial on the Senzo Meyiwa trial is coming back on the 20th of January. The 20th is going to be next week, Monday. As of me recording this video, is the 16th of January, Thursday. So the next Monday from now is going to be the 20th of January. And that's when the Senzo Meyiwa trial will resume. Prepare yourself for that. We are going to be back on a day-to-day basis. With that being said, thank you very much for watching this video up until this time. I thank you.